What exactly inside a DCI? How can such a small message tells the UE where to find its data and how to decode it? Let's open the DCI and look inside. A carrier contains many resource blocks, but only a few belongs to this transmission. Scheduler places this information inside the frequency domain resource assignment field of the DCI. After decoding it, UE knows exactly which resource blocks to receive. In simple words, this field tells the UE exactly where its data is located in frequency. Knowing the frequency is not enough. UE must also know when the PDSCH is transmitted within the slot. The time domain resource assignment field tells the UE which OFDM symbol carries its PDSCH. After decoding this field, UE knows exactly when to receive the transmission. Modulation and coding scheme field tells the UE which modulation order and coding rate to be used. Scheduler selects the MCS based on the channel quality. Better radio conditions allow higher order modulation, while poorer conditions require more robust modulation and coding. In simple words, MCS field tells how to decode its received data. Another important field inside the DCI is the HARQ process number. UE maintains multiple HARQ processes to keep track of different transport blocks. HARQ process number tells the UE exactly which process should store this transmission. If decoding fails, the retransmission uses the same HARQ process, allowing the UE to combine both the transmissions before decoding again. HARQ process number helps the UE to identify and manage retransmissions correctly. Another important field inside the DCI is the new data indicator. UE stores the previously received transport block together with its NDI value. When the NDI changes, UE knows that completely new data has arrived. If the NDI doesn't change, UE recognizes that the transmission as a retransmission of the same transport block. NDI tells the UE where it should expect the new data or combine a retransmission. Another field inside the DCI is the redundancy version. Instead of sending exactly the same coded bits again, scheduler can transmit different redundancy versions of the same transport block. UE combines these different redundancy versions. As more information is received, the probability of successful decoding increases. This is called incremental redundancy. In simple words, RV field tells the UE which redundancy version has been transmitted. Let's put everything together. DCI provides every piece of information that the UE requires before decoding the PDSCH. Frequency field selects the resource blocks. Time field selects the OFDM symbols. MCS configures the receiver. HARQ process identifies the transmission. NDI tells whether the data is new or a retransmission. Redundancy version tells the UE which coded bits have been transmitted. Once all these fields are available, UE finally has everything it needs to correctly decode the PDSCH. In simple words, DCI is the complete instruction manual for receiving the PDSCH. The complete reception flow is now clear. UE first receives the PDCCH, then decodes the DCI. DCI reveals the frequency allocation, time allocation, MCS, HARQ process, new data indicator, and the redundancy version. With all of these instructions, UE can finally locate and correctly decode the PDSCH. To summarize, DCI is the bridge between the control channel and the data channel. Without the DCI, UE cannot decode the PDSCH.